Where's the flute? The flute. Can you hit a couple more notes on the flute?
Sure.
That was incredible. It's no mystery, my history is littered with deficiencies and literal intricacies that keep my struggle close to me. Here and dear and near to me, a darkness only my heart sees, unless you see what I can see by entering my memories. Then watch me live in poverty, and watch me watch my father leave. Then watch me cry myself to sleep, and watch me eat obesity. Then watch me as I watch our schools become domestic terror scenes. Erasmus did it first to me. Sandy Hook was worse to me. While mulling over gun control, the kids just go on stabbing sprees. Now children know what jihad means. Their cries for help are seldom seen. Seldom heard, swallowed words, the fear and stress are damaging. Imagining a world of peace becomes a far-fetched fantasy. Desensitized to violence, human advocates are silenced. When humans kill, we rarely feel like it's a major tragedy. Tragically, this trend we see gets mirrored on our TV screens. They call the shows reality while showing the worst we can be. Staging feuds and fights, we see them turning friends to enemies. Don't envy these celebrities if they know not what their life means. And if they do, still follow you. For you are not behind the scenes. You must lead this life you breathe. So lead yourself, set your soul free. I dream of dreams, familiar dreams, inspired by intensity. Immense extremes have tested me. I demonstrate resiliency. Our power is our ability to overcome all travesties and transmute negative energies into new positivity. Through stress and strife, our test in life is to identify what balance means, to learn of love and rid our hearts of anything that's troubling. Because bubbling out of our chakra seams, bitterness brews and resentment steams. So I dream of the day we all can see the liberty that release can bring. For expression is the remedy, and acceptance and forgiveness needs to be integrated practically to resolve our conflicts peacefully. Peace can be, if only we believe that peace can be. Peace can be, if only we believe that peace can be. Peace can be, if only we believe that peace can be. Say it with me. Peace can be, if only
we believe peace can be.
Peace can be.
Yes, yes.
Amen. That was Peace Can Be. The message, the theme is peace. I've been asking the universe what to talk about. Anytime I have an opportunity to speak, I ask what the message should be, what it shall be. I listen for guidance. And all that's been repeated over the past weeks was peace, peace, peace. Peace can be, but we have to believe that. What does it mean to believe in peace? Today I challenge you to go out and win with peace. What does that mean? What does that mean? Say, they call peace freedom from war, freedom from violence, tranquility, personal harmony. All these are reflections of peace. Well, what does it mean to believe in it? You see, if you have a child who has a gift to sing, and she believes in it, and you believe in it, what does that mean? Do you just say, oh yeah, she can sing, great? Or do you encourage her to pursue her talents, to actualize her potential? Do you motivate her? Do you support her? Do you get behind her and advocate for her, for him, a close family member, a friend, any idea? See, to believe in peace isn't just to merely agree that peace is beneficial to society. It's about cultivating your peace to the benefit of society.
Yes, Lord.
There's no joy, there's no hope, there's no optimism without peace.
That's right.
There's no fun without peace. There's no liberation without peace. There's no love without peace. In order to really cultivate peace, we need to look at examples of peace from leaders who lead from peace, who put peace first, who bring peace to chaotic environments and war-torn environments, who bring peace to conflict and find ways to inspire groups of people to resolve that conflict peacefully. We have great examples of this. And we're living during such a wonderful time that we have a living example right now. Many may not agree, politics are what they are, but Barack Obama is a really special guy.
Amen.
Really special. And if anybody saw his talk at the Democratic National Convention, it was a reminder of how peace, inner peace, can lead us all to believe in the power of hope and optimism from a real practical and rational space, especially amidst tons of violence, a lot of division and hatred. How are we going to make the change happen without peace? How are we going to bring solutions to these matters without peace? It was his equanimity, his poise, his peaceful presence that assisted us, that resonated with us, that draws us in. Interesting thing though is he's commander-in-chief. So his advocacy for peace gets limited by the fact that part of his job requires him to authorize the killing of others. This is a practical component to his leadership that jeopardizes the essence of peace, that jeopardizes our belief in peace as something practical, that puts it self-consciously in a place of idealism, idealistic thinking, utopic thinking. For many, world peace seems unrealistic. For many, inner peace seems like, boy, I wish I could have some of that. So, if even our greatest leaders are limited by their job, their responsibility, then it becomes our charge to advocate for peace 100%.
Yes.
See, we don't have to authorize the killing of anybody. We can truly promote peace in our lives and in our communities. Someone has to talk about peace. That's what the voices have been saying. But we live in a world where on a weekly, monthly basis, there are mass killings. It wasn't like that when I was 10. She's 10 now, and it's like that for her. When we live in a world where cops are constantly killing unarmed men, and now people are killing the cops, and now children aren't safe in schools, then someone needs to talk about peace.
Amen. Yes.
We need to start standing for peace. We need to begin to put peace first and refocus on peace. Sure, we may know the value, but sometimes we take its value for granted. Think about a pain-free day. I rarely have them, and I'm 32. But when I do have them, it's a wake-up call. I'm reminded of the value of peace. I'm reminded of peace. When I go outside and it's a sunny day and birds are chirping, you heard the birds chirping, it was like they listened to the music. And
Beautiful.
Wasn't that amazing?
Yes. I didn't know it was the birds. I thought it was a little instrument.
Right.
See how great God is?
Beautiful.
They came right through.
Beautiful. It was perfect.
That was the birds. I didn't know that.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that something?
When we have that peace, it changes everything. It changes everything. Someone needs to talk about peace because humans are the most self-destructive species on the planet.
Yes, yes, yes,
We're the most violent.
yes.
We like to champion that we're the most intelligent species. That's what we like to say. But look, very few animal species war against each other and enslave their own kind. Only one that you can go research it, only ants. Now, if we're the most intelligent species on the planet, we get, like, I assume we could do better than ants, right? Because
Exactly.
how big are their brains? Might be, you could fit one under my fingernail.
That's right.
We can do better than ants. We're the only species that kills for sport. Culturally, passed down by tradition. Come on, son, grab that rifle. Let's go get us a something. A squirrel, a deer, a fox. Let's go kill it.
Yes, yes, yes. Birds.
Huh. Some would argue, well, no, some animals kill for sport. The only one that comes up, really, is house cats. Well, again, if you want to make that argument, fine. No problem. I challenge you to say, if we're more intelligent than any other species, we can do better than house cats too.
Exactly.
No other species commits suicide. Suicide rates between 1999 and 2014 rose 24%. Amongst women 45 to 64, it rose over 60%. Amongst men 45 to 64, it rose over 40%. And unfortunately, amongst children, girls 10 to 14, my daughter's age, it tripled. Somebody needs to talk about peace. We all need to start putting peace first. We need to start passing peace down and on and forward to future generations. We need to restore our practical belief in the power of peace because it's immensely powerful. Let us not forget. And one more thing. No other animal creates their own drugs, becomes addicted to them, overdoses on them, and profits from the entire debacle.
That's right.
Only us. Now, suicide, overdose and addiction, killing one another, and killing for sport. These are all evidence that we're not at peace. Not at peace. Now, some people may argue, it's important anytime you're taking a position that you think about the counter argument so that you can solidify your position, your understanding, so nobody can take your belief in peace from you. There's some people that say, you know what? Some people enjoy killing.
Yes.
Some people have fun killing. Others, animals. I'm not talking about using your powers for evil. I'm talking about using your power for good. This is about our spiritual power. Now, whether or not you believe, dark is out there. Evil is out there. Frequencies are what they are. What you open yourself up to is what you'll be influenced by. It's the nature of attraction. So at the end of the day, if you find that you're reveling in dark activity, yeah, you're in a different space. We're moving into the light. We're bringing light where we go. We're bringing good peace where we go. We're not finding peace in destruction. So peace is kind of, in my perspective, in my eyes, and in what I feel are the eyes of the universe, it's lost its value. In our eyes as a collective, it isn't as profound. And there are a couple cultural reasons as to why. One is we're distracted every day by everything else going on. So those things disrupt our peace. And it's hard for us to put in a routine that promotes peace on a daily basis, on a moment-to-moment basis. It's hard for us to integrate that. That's one. Two, a lot of peace got associated with hippie culture. Peace, dude, yeah. Come on, bro, yeah, you know. Got the tie-dye shirt, peace symbol. That doesn't resonate with people. As a matter of fact, people avoid that, they shy away from it. People want to get taken seriously. The bottom line was, and still is, the hippies were fighting for something that we all are fighting for. All of us. Inner and collective peace. Inner and collective peace. The notion that war is inevitable makes people feel like peace is impractical. It's impossible. It's unrealistic. It's idealistic. We must let that thinking go. Some of us even go as far as to think that if we lived in a peaceful world, it would be boring.
Bring it on. That's right.
That's so unfortunate.
Isn't it?
I mean, I've heard people say this. And if you really think about it, the thought, the justification, the rationale could cross your mind. It could make sense if you really don't understand what peace is. It's the calm and tranquility that opens you up to joy and hope and optimism
Yes.
and love
Yes.
and accepting one another and resolving differences and improving communication and humbling yourself and taking responsibility for your actions. All of it comes from a place of peace.
Yes.
Boring? If we lived in a peaceful society, I think there would be a lot of parties where people aren't getting killed.
Oh, yes.
Peace needs to be a celebration, because when we really, really don't have it and we finally find it, it feels too good.
Yes.
And we celebrate. And sometimes we forget. We forget that peace is fundamental to joy and fun and these kinds of things. As a matter of fact, we find ourselves so disconnected from peace that we're stuck in a very, very divided space. Culture influences us. We have a history of murder and oppression and discrimination upon which this country was built.
Yes, Lord.
That is unfortunate, but it is the reality. That's inextricably linked to the current social dynamics right now of systemic oppression, division, discrimination. But just because we're influenced by our culture doesn't mean that we're still not responsible for our choices as individuals.
Exactly.
Regardless of the flags people fly, or the things people say, or the way mom and dad felt about those kind. We have a choice to be different.
Amen.
We have a choice to win for peace. We have a choice to choose peace first. A win for peace, a win with peace, is a win for peace.
Yes.
A win with peace is a win for peace. Life challenges you constantly. Life challenges you. Can you pass me a water, please? My mouth wants to be at peace. Life constantly challenges us. Obstacle after obstacle. Setback after setback. But we can overcome with peace. Anger and resentment blocks us. It stagnates our flow. It corrupts our growth. It slows the process. But the moment that we are able to relax, get quiet, we can start to win with peace. Martin Luther King was amazing.
Yes.
He won with peace. Did he not? See, nonviolent civil disobedience is a way to leverage peace for the purpose of positive change. That is what a peaceful warrior does. The peaceful warrior that Martin Luther King was said, "Justice. I know that justice is indivisible. Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere."
Yes.
Right?
Right.
Well, my position is that I believe the same holds true for peace. Peace is indivisible. Individual inner peace is directly linked and inevitably, inextricably connected to collective peace. And that means that war anywhere is a threat to peace everywhere. Now listen to the power of peace real quick. The power of peace is that it works the other way. Peace anywhere is a threat to war everywhere.
Yes. Yes.
And that is where our power resides as individuals and as a collective. It's in understanding and that deeper knowing that that dynamic exists, and we can champion the frequency, the vibration of peace in so many different ways that future generations cannot avoid its importance. They cannot be distracted from its value. Nobody can turn that concept on upside down. No, future generations will learn. They can learn, as long as we pass it on to them, that peace can make conflict constructive. Because conflict is inevitable. War is not. How many times have you gotten disagreements and did not punch somebody in the face?
That's true.
Groups of people, one-on-one, whatever you want to call it. War is not inevitable if we bring peace to conflict.
True.
If we bring personal harmony, tranquility, equanimity. If we value freedom from war and violence. This talk, this message, that what she did for us, her coming as a guest, as a gift, this is dedicated to all the lives lost, to all the violence, to all the victims who have been injured by all the violence, by all the war, to all the families who have to live with the truth that they lost their children to senseless acts of violence.
Yes.
When Obama, I started to cry during the Amazing Grace song because immediately it brought me to Charleston. Obama brought peace to Charleston. It brought us together. It unified us. Peace strengthens us. Why? How? It's about what happens with the peaceful warrior. It's about the journey for inner peace. The fact that in order, wait for it. This might sound contradictory, but in order to have peace, you got to fight for peace. What? Well, now I didn't say you got to beat anybody up. This is about fighting in the figurative sense. This is about the fact that, again, life won't stop coming at you. It's going to be unexpected expense. It's going to be inconvenience after inconvenience. Argument with the boss, argument with the wife. And then you're going to turn on the news and somebody else is going to get killed. And then you're going to turn on the news and there's going to be a bunch of children who got killed. Then you're going to see a whole group of 50 people get killed. You, despite all of it, must maintain a commitment to peace. And so that struggle, because you feel like you're getting knocked back like you're walking through a storm. That struggle requires consistent effort, ambitious drive, connection to a higher purpose, because that's where the ambition is, and relentless heart. Relentless heart. So the peaceful warrior goes within to resolve the conflict between the ego and the higher self, to identify who and what he or she truly is. And it identifies with that spiritual nature, that power inside. And this peaceful warrior harnesses that peace to non-violently promote the positive changes that society needs to experience, that their students need to experience, that their loved ones need to experience. We're all peaceful warriors. There's a peaceful warrior inside all of us. Where is that fight going to go if it's not going towards peace? You will fight yourself. You will fight one another.
Yes.
If you don't turn all that passion and conflict and all that energy and resolve it into peace. There's no meeting of the minds. There's no collective peace without first taking that moment to be present, to listen to one another, to quiet the mind, establish connection through common ground. What binds us? What makes us one? What transcends our racial, physical, socioeconomic differences other than our sacred nature, other than our spiritual nature. This is the truth that the peaceful warrior discovers on the journey within, that says, you know what? Now that I know who I am, if I abuse you, I am abusing myself. If I kill you, I'm killing myself. If I oppress you, I'm oppressing myself.
Yes.
And that means that if I love you,
Yes.
I'm loving myself. If I bring peace to you, I'm bringing peace to myself. If I show compassion to you, I'm showing compassion to myself. The peaceful warrior identifies ways, nonviolent ways, to promote positive change in the face of seemingly insurmountable odds. Malala, Mandela, Gandhi, Harriet Tubman, Rosa Parks, we go on and on and on. Susan B. Anthony, so many more. But it's coming from a place of peace. Have you ever lost something and got frustrated about it?
Yes.
I know it happens to me. Have you ever not known how to solve an issue and got angry with it?
Yes.
Yes.
Right? I remember. I wasn't even planning on telling this. I remember one time when I was little, my mom said, put the ironing board away for me, please. I said, no problem, Mom. I went over to the ironing board. And I was little. And ironing board won't go down. I didn't know what was going on. I started getting frustrated. It wouldn't go down, boom. Do-do. Okay. Well, I'm pretty sure that broke. I'm pretty sure I achieved the opposite of my goal, and now I broke my mom's ironing board. Well, I'm not going to tell her. I'm prolonging the problem.
Of course not.
Anger got me into this situation already. Now I'm putting the ironing board away so she doesn't know. Now the next night when she has to get ready for work, she's picking up the ironing board and it's falling back down on the ground. But what happened to my ironing board? This is what she said. What happened to this thing? She's Trinidadian. I said, Ma, I didn't know how to close it. She said, so you broke my ironing board? Go take it to the garbage. Take it to the garbage. Get it out of here. Peace would have helped me realize I needed to ask for guidance, support. Peace would have helped me tap into my intuition, and I would have known better that banging on this thing would have just broke it and not solved the problem. Peace is what makes good problem solvers good at solving problems. If you got problems, y'all don't got no problems in your life. Use peace. Choose peace first. First in the morning. First in every moment. Lead with peace when it comes to conflict. If you are having trouble cultivating peace in your life for your benefit and the benefit of your society, try breathing consciously. That worked. Yoga teaches it. It works. It shifts your focus. It soothes your energy. It quiets your mind. It helps you to listen, follow divine guidance, reconnect, go back to the truth of what's going on within, the truth of who you are. Listen to the sounds and vibrations of peace. That's why she's here. So y'all could have felt peace before I even came up here, to remind you that peace can be, despite what anybody in the world wants to make you think. Peace can be so long as we believe. But first feel it, so you can know it, so it can resonate with you. Use sounds and vibrations. Play music. Go out into nature. Nature and sound and vibration, they work in harmony, as we divinely experienced this morning.
Yes.
Release. Release.